What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to Culture Pop Season 2, Episode 5, where, if you're late, like I am, you might be pregnant. Wait. Anyways, we are joined again this week with my wonderful co-host, Aaron Sparrow, El Beardo Magnifico. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. I don't know. I've had kind of a weird day, but I was excited to get to this and talk about these movie trailers and give our honest reactions. So of course that means scream and cry and fall all over ourselves and oh my god, it's terrible. Like all the
yeah, we're gonna give our best for Max. We're gonna give our best Soups impersonation. That's what we're gonna do. I have to say, you said kind of a weird day, but Ice Spear and Bloodsport, I don't know, sounds pretty base to me.
that didn't really happen. I stole that from the Mystery Science Theater Colossal episode, guys.
Oh, nice. We do have to address. People have been asking for something from you, and you're delivering tonight.
I am. I've had people saying that obviously your Christmas tree isn't up anymore. You lied. You didn't keep it up. It's still up. It's still there. There it is.
It's still there. If it's not there in June, I'm gonna be pissed. How about that?
I mean, it's probably coming down before the end of February. I kind of want this space back.
Fair. I get that. We also have Dolan, aka Drew, aka writer of Unholy Nightmare, aka writer of Born of Blood, aka that. What's up, Drew? How are you?
Hey. Doing well. Yeah, can't wait to talk about these trailers and everything else tonight. This is going to be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna keep tonight a little brief, mainly because I'm being a little bitch and I'm tired. But we do have some fun conversations because I really kind of want to get some opinions from these guys on some of the trailers we got. And look, I know we're talking about 3 trailers, right? We're gonna hit the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer predominantly. We're gonna talk about Wicked because why not? And we're going to talk about Twisters. And I know that they had the new Planet of the Apes trailer, but it's trailer number 2. We've already had a trailer out for like a month and a half. And I know they released what's the horror movie? The Quiet one?
Oh, The Quiet Place?
Oh, yeah. So they have The Quiet Place day 1. They released it like 3 days before the Super Bowl. I think it's old news. We're not talking about that shit. We're going to talk about the new stuff that we saw for the first time.
Quiet Place, more of the same. I think.
Quiet Place, more of the same. Yeah. But no, guys. We have some diversity because we have a lead black female.
Oh, okay.
She has weird eyes. That's all I gotta say. I can't look at her. Her eyes are just like bug-eyed. I'm like, what is up with her eyes? I don't get
it. Do we know who the actor? I haven't even looked up to see who the actress is.
No, I would have thought day 1 would have been John Krasinski and Emily Blunt on like day 1, right? Because they're the characters that we followed and that we care about, that we're invested in.
Why would we do something that makes sense? Yeah, I know, right?
I can't wait for M. Night Shyamalan's The Happening, the week before. Everybody's just going about their day.
It totally makes sense now. The plants went batshit crazy because like alien creatures were coming, man.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't want to sidetrack us immediately, especially on a night when Josh is saying.
No, go ahead. You're good.
But I try to imagine him pitching that to friends of his. It's like, and so then the big reveal is the plants are doing it, and everybody's like, oh, I mean, at that point, what do they do? Do they become a big plant monster? Like, no, it's just the plants. They're just there and they're just doing it. All right. Seems kind of.
Then there's gonna be a monologue about hot dogs.
It's kind of anticlimactic. I mean, what are you gonna do with the plants?
I like hot dogs. Yeah, no, that was such a weird movie. Oof. Let's hit the comments real quick and see who all's in here. Which degenerates are gracing our comments? The biggest degenerate of them all, Cajun Corey. Evening. Cajun, did you cry like I did after the Super Bowl because our wonderful San Francisco 49ers didn't win? Sad day.
Rick.
Yeah, rigged. Jamin D, what's up, brother? Rock and roll indeed. Max, very cool.
Very cool.
I know why he put very cool now. Okay.
Very
I get it. You should tune in to Max's stream Friday night and Sunday night if you want to see something that's very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch more of those videos and actually work on that. But I'm gonna tease what we're doing Sunday for sure when we end the stream. Who else do we have? We have Zach's in the house. What's up, shoulders? We've got Andrew Gonzalez. What's up, guys? Am I late? You're not late. I'm late. So go buy some tests for me because I'm late. Always 5 minutes late. You know what's bad is when I would set this to start at 8 p.m., I would be 5 minutes late and start at 8:05. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna set it to 8:05. That way I'm on time. And now we just start at 8:10. Like,
that's because we just start talking. We just start talking about like,
That's true. We were all talking backstage. We're talking about a ton of different shit. I was like, oh shit, it's already 8:09. So it happens, folks. It happens. Let's see. Who else do we have in the chat? Oh, wait, time out. Is that a Funko Pop behind me? Is that a Funko Pop? It's a giant Funko Pop.
I love Hawkeye.
That's as big as my head. Yeah, it's there. I've got a few scattered around. I don't mind.
Is that actually a Funko Pop though? Because he doesn't have the stupid Funko Pop eyes. He's got it's legit Batman eyes.
It's Funko made it. It's just one of their giant ones that they make. So, and then I have to let you know how gay I am. I also have a David Rose Funko Pop of him wearing the like Black Crow outfit thing.
Who's David Rose?
Have you never seen Schitt's Creek?
No.
Oh, it's.
Is it, well, I mean, I've seen bits of it. Mostly Eugene Levy's son.
That's his character is David Rose.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of comedies, and I would say like 4 or 5 episodes in, I was like, it's a comedy. But I really like the characters and there's a lot of throwaway lines that are really well written. So I was like, all right, I'm down with this. We got Rafael Ponce in the house. Sub Vatos. What's up, Vato? Orale. Speaking of Orale, we got Ivan Sanchez. Hi, guys. What's up, Ivan? How are you? Is Aaron on the right microphone? Does Aaron sound weird? Aaron,
do I sound weird?
I don't know. Do you sound weird?
Is the bass taken away from the vocals? Are we good?
Let me check my setting here.
Aaron, is the bass in your voice taking you away from the vocals?
Bass.
Oh man, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm going off like 3 hours of sleep. So if I seem like I'm especially an idiot tonight, you're welcome.
Max is right. It was on the wrong microphone.
Whoa! I can definitely tell the difference now. Oh
yeah.
Shiver me timbers. Aaron's coming through. Max, thanks for letting us know. I wouldn't have even noticed. I'm being honest.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you. We got a Mega Man. Aaron, you need to stop with the tweeting. Every time I open Twitter, I see an absolutely savage quote tweet from you. You clap back too hard, they're gonna come for you. I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. I kind of realized like today I realized that it's just been on some general setting where I just see a bunch of stuff that the algorithm feeds me. And then I was like, oh, I can click to just the people that I'm following. And then I was like, oh, my feed is so much less annoying. Like there's like not dumb shit that's like continually coming at me that I feel the need to comment on. And I can just like relax. And so like today I just kept it on following all day long. And that's probably why I've been in a little bit better mood on Twitter. But yeah, I see dumb stuff and I'm like, I can't let this stand. I have to say something.
I kind of like when you clap back. It's nice entertainment.
Oh, Chris Gore told me, he said, he goes, dude, I love your Twitter. You do not give up. And I was like, I don't really. I don't, because it's like, I don't want to work with any of these people that you have to be quiet to impress.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So you don't want that Batman competitor job for $90,000 to $120,000 at DC?
I mean, if it was that much, I'd take it, and their line would be good.
I mean, keep in mind that would also mean you're working with the likes of like, you know, Teeny Howard.
Not for long, I wouldn't be if I was the Batman group editor. I would not
be. Who are some other Yahoo?
No, it'd be a whole new group of creators in there.
They're gonna be like, Aaron, we know you want to get new creators. However, we're only paying 30 cents a page, so you kind of have to keep these people.
I mean, I'm sure I could still find somebody good who could write Batman at that price.
Aaron, that's so sweet of you. I'm honored.
Yeah, it's like I think I could find somebody who knows his Batman stuff.
That's right. We also have Vex in the house. I love you. I love you too, Vex. You're my favorite brown person in the entire world.
I love Vex's picture.
Brown girl magic. Vex is great. Guys, Vex has a channel. If you haven't checked it out, you should go check her out. Zax also has a channel. He does a What's Good Wednesday stream, so you should also check him out. Corey said he didn't cry when the 49ers lost. LSU player won either way. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you for being sorry that my husband lost. It was a very disappointing game. We had it the entire game, and then at the end, lost it.
Well, you know, you lost two coin tosses in a row.
I know. So, Zach's here. Joshy, why did Bosa look so fatigued yesterday? It's like, you know, I have no idea. No comment. Will not say a thing. And look, okay, to keep it gay, Zax is now coming in and being like, Schitt's Creek is Canadian. That's not a flex, Zax. I'm sorry. I love you, but not a flex.
Is that a Canadian? Is that a maple leaf? Because it looked like it looks like Undertaker's burning symbol.
It's a maple leaf. Yeah, it's definitely Zax is Canadian. It's the one of his only flaws, unfortunately. But you know, we still love him regardless. I'm gonna have all these random Canadians. Actually, like 20% of my viewership is Canadian, which is really interesting. They're all gonna be downvoting now. They're like, "Fuck this guy."
I was accused of being bigoted against Canadians once on Twitter.
Look, I will say this. Everyone's always like, "Oh, Canadians are the nicest people." I'm like, look, I've worked with plenty of Canadians. They are very nice, but they are also the most passive-aggressive people I have ever met. And I don't do like I'm just blunt. I'm gonna come at you straightforward. We were never the best mix in a work environment.
Well, I had to point out that my family on my dad's side is all Canadian, so it's like, I mean, you know, my grandfather was a Mountie. I don't think you get more Canadian than that, riding around on your moose, drinking your maple syrup. It's as Canadian as it gets. I mean, it's thinned out, but I have some maple syrup in my veins.
That sounds kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie. If you're like, "Hey, Josh, would you like to ride a moose?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" And you're like, "You want to drink some maple syrup while you do it?" I'm like, "Yeah."
You want to wear this Mountie uniform? Yes,
absolutely. We do have Ivan Sanchez saying, "I don't mind. I enjoy Aaron, roasting." I think we all kind of do. We just like to sit back, grab our popcorn, watch him go to town.
I lost 18 followers yesterday.
Did you? You know what you need to do is you just need to have a daily Danny Lore tweet. That's what you really need.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, Danny Lore. Writing Dracula. Come on now. Come on.
Danny Lore's not writing Dracula. Danny Lore is writing Blade's lesbian daughter.
Yeah.
And they're selling it as a Dracula book because they know that they can't get anybody else to read it otherwise. That's the only thing that's going to trick people into reading it.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of tricking people into reading their content, 30 cents, that's still too much for T. Franklin. Yeah, buddy, that's the truth.
No, there's a lot of people in the comic book industry right now that occasionally get work, but mostly they beg online for people to buy them groceries through their Ko-Fi. There's a lot of people in the comic industry right now who should not be there. They don't have the talent to be there. It's just that the comics bar has dropped so low and the pay has dropped so low that's it's now the comic industry has gotten desperate enough, to basically be like, all right, it's last call. Who's around? Oh, there we go. That's basically comics right now. Not, maybe some of these people could have been salvaged if they had editors that worked with them. and help them, but there's not enough money in the budget for that either. So you just get people turning in scripts and assistant editors that go, that's good enough for who it's for. We just need a book on the shelf, and there you go.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the mindset they have right now with how they're approaching books. We're about to hop on a bit of a Zach's Canadian train in the comments section. So, it's. I say that, but now it's not working. I'm click. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. So we got Max. I'm always checking Zach's out. GHEY. That's all I'm gonna say. Canadian, derogatory. Agreed. And then IJP Mexican. I ain't Canadian. And IJP, like, what happened? A few weeks ago, you were IJP American. Now you're back to being Mexican. Like, you're going the wrong way. You crossed the border and then you went back. I'm going to need you to explain, sir. Bigoted against Canadians. I have stories. That's all
I think I said something on Twitter. Like I said, don't mess with Canada. They've got a tank. Like, I think I said something like that.
Just one. Oh man, blame Canada. Absolutely. Oh, hey, but Zach's, he's got uniforms for me, so we might be onto something. And then we have Raphael Ponce rounding it out with, the three of you are gay. Technically, just me, but you know.
Is he talking about you, Zach, and Max?
Maybe. The verdict is out. You know, we'll see. Give someone enough whiskey and anything can happen. Maybe. Allegedly. Possibly. All right. What else do we have going on? Oh. See, look. Ask and I shall receive. The IJP American fixed it. Awesome. I support you as a dreamer, IGP. I do. I really, really do. So we're going to talk about some of these trailers we watched. I'm assuming we all watched the Super Bowl, right?
No, I didn't watch the Super Bowl at all, but I did watch the trailers.
Oh, it was a great game. It was an awesome game.
It was. It started off good, and then it got a little like dead there for a little bit because it was just they were shutting each other down. And then it got
I'm a defense guy. I love watching defenses, and these defenses were just kicking each other's asses the entire second half. And you could tell, like, when you get to the fourth quarter, the defenses were just spent. They were exhausted, and they were just. It was like someone's going to give. Who's going to give first?
Yep. No, it was a good game. There was a point, I think, throughout the second quarter and even like a chunk of the third where I was like, well, we're just going to stay at this score for the rest of the game. And that's when I was like, this could get boring. But no, fourth quarter, like really, like they lit it up. So, but potentially the real winner of the night, aside from Taylor Swift, which this still might be a win for Taylor Swift, we got our Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. It is now officially the most watched trailer online ever, and it hit that number in 24 hours, which is freaking insane. Drew, we'll kind of go into some details in a second. Generally speaking, did you enjoy this trailer? Did you not enjoy this trailer? It's more of a teaser than a trailer, but
yes, yeah, it's more of a teaser. I thought it was good. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was good. It was okay. It was kind of amusing to see him wear the wig. There were a couple Easter eggs here and there, but part of the problem I have is that they treated the trailer like we didn't know Wolverine was going to be in it. Like we haven't seen Hugh Jackman in the costume. Like we haven't seen the mask. This has all been leaked weeks and months ahead of time. I really don't know anyone who'd be surprised at this point who didn't know Hugh or Wolverine were going to be in this film.
Yeah, I mean, unless they've forgotten, but because at first I was like, I thought the same thing. I was like going through the trailer and I was like, man, it's really weird that they haven't shown Hugh. And then they get to where like you see his shadow walking up. I'm like, okay, now we're about to get some Hugh clips. And I was like, wait, this is about to be over. And I was like, okay, well, maybe we're just the nerd audiences and that's why we know this is here. That's why we're like waiting for it. Maybe the general audiences don't know, but I'm wrong because the first tease they ever did was the announcement of Deadpool 3, which was Hugh and Ryan together saying like they're gonna both be in like it's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Maybe people don't remember because that was so long ago.
Possibly. You know, but I always have to wonder, like these you know, leaked photos and stuff. Is it stuff that we see because we look, you know, we're kind of involved with this type of stuff, and general audiences just have no clue about it? I don't know, but
well, I remember during Endgame when the snap happened and everybody started disintegrating, and then the movie ended. I remember the audience gasping, and I was like, "Really? You guys don't know? Like, you didn't even you came into this movie not even knowing, like, you didn't even have a nerd friend who was like, oh yeah, Thanos like snaps them all away and they all disappear, but don't worry, they come back. Like, you didn't have any of that. People were stunned and they were like, what? So, you know, we have to remember that like the normie audience does not pay attention to this stuff, and that's why stuff like the Marvels is flopping, is because they're checked out. You know, they're checked out. They're done with these movies. You know, the majority of the movies since Endgame have been terrible. And, you know, they're just kind of like done with it, not paying attention. So, you know, it was to grab those people.
That's fair. Now, Aaron, you didn't care for the trailer. You were just like, okay.
Did nothing for me. Couple of lame low-hanging fruit jokes. That pegging joke, I was like, ugh. And then him soiling himself, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, the soiling himself.
I'm so done. Is this going to be 2 hours? Like, this is what I got tired of in Deadpool 2. Is just the dick jokes, and that, like, I was like, like, you know, there were some jokes in there that I liked. Like, I liked him telling, you know, you killed Black Tom Cassidy, you racist bastard. Like, I thought that was funny. And then the callback to it where, you know, at the end, he says, you know, I hope you learn to judge people by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. And Josh Brolin, his Cable, just kind of gives that exhausted, I'm not a racist. Like, just like, he's just so done. Like, I liked the delivery of that. There's some stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to be too self-referential. I feel like the meta stuff is overplayed. We just got done with a whole show that was dedicated to being meta that was awful, She-Hulk. So I think that, you know, I just don't know that a lot. I think that we stand a pretty good chance of more jokes in this not landing. I
was going to say, there are 5 screenwriters attached to this film. 5. And Zeb Wells is one of them. So I'm pretty terrified about that.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's the one.
Yeah.
Oof.
And I get the feeling that these are going to be low-hanging meta jokes. And like, now I will give them this. If it's a big if, they do meta jokes on Phase 4 and 5 of Marvel and how bad it's been, then I'll give them credit. But I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to be that brave.
I mean, I would have. Okay, so I will say that I would have agreed with you, but they kind of throw 2 jokes at Disney/Marvel's expense in the trailer alone. Like, you've got the pegging joke, like, hey friendo, I'm used to being pegged, but Disney is not. You got that.
Yeah,
one.
and then I'm like, yeah, citation needed, please, because I don't think that's true. I think Disney's very used to it.
Yeah. Or, well, yeah. And then I literally laughed out loud at the I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus. I thought that was great. But I mean, because it's clearly taking a stab at him. It felt like they let Ryan just kind of do what he wants to do, and I understand where you're coming from, Aaron. Where it's like, you know, it got old with Deadpool 2. I was worried we weren't even going to get that with this, and I was concerned, like, okay, if we don't even get that, what are we going to get with this film? But you know,
the little action scene was cool where he's spinning around and loading his guns and stuff. That was cool. I liked that.
That's what I was about to say. The action stuff looked freaking fantastic. So you've got the whole, like, well, I guess it's the Void. We now know they're in the Void, which is from Loki and TVA into time, all that jazz. So we know we've got those scenes with the 20th Century Fox logo and in the, like, the desert area. That stuff looked good. There was a scene where he's confronted by some TVA agents, and it's the Logan. It's where they finished things in Logan, but it's snowy.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that as well. Action looks good, and you know, I mean, that could be one thing. And we're gonna talk about some of the Easter eggs that were in this here in a second, and I'll kind of go back to the action because it looks like it looks like this movie is going to be full of action. Based on the amount of characters. I mean, based on the amount of characters that one were revealed in the trailer, and then two that we already know are for sure coming. It's a lot of people to do a lot of stuff with. So,
yeah, I really hope. Like, look, I understand the 20th Century Fox Marvel films. It's a very mixed bag at best, and I really hope, really hope that all the jokes are not poked at the 20th Century Fox characters, and that they do go for the Marvel phases 3, 4, 5, or whatever. That if they just go after the 20th Century Fox characters, I'm going to be pretty pissed, because some of those films I do enjoy, even today, are better than any of the stuff Marvel's doing right now.
Well, I have a worry. This is my worry, is that we know that we're going to get like Cyclops in the 90s costume. We know we're going to get some Easter eggs like that. My worry is that they're going to give us that, and then when they reboot the X-Men into the MCU, they're not going to give us any of that. Just like they gave us John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, and now they're giving us Pedro Pascal, which do not want. You know, I have this feeling they're going to be like, here's all the stuff that you want, and now here's the version that you're going to get in the MCU, and it's totally different. And you know, screw you. And it's all based on Krakoa, and everybody's hanging out in fields and
don't you
having
dare
sex with each other.
if we get fucking Krakoa X-Men in the MCU, I'm going to Disney. I'm burning the place down. How about that?
Well, you know you're getting Iceman. You know you're getting Iceman, right? You're getting flamboyantly gay Iceman.
Hey, watch me slide on my ice. Hey.
What's up, girlfriend? He's gonna be the most.
I'm gonna make a boyfriend out of snow.
Who wants my icicle? Yeah.
Oh.
Here's my friend Samba, who's a night rapist. He rapes you in your dreams. But by the way, I'm not making that up. If you guys don't know what's going on in X-Men, that is a real character.
Yep. It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's a writer's self-insert character, and yes, he will have sex with you without consent in your dreams.
Thank you, Steve Orlando.
Yeah. Oof. Between that and what was that book that Max tried to get us to read? It wasn't a Marvel book. It was like an indie book that Steve Orlando wrote. And he was like, yeah, it ended up being like a big orgy.
Oh, I remember him talking about that book, but I don't remember what it was called.
The Pink Flamingo?
No. It was, oh God, Sainted Love or something like that, I think. I don't know.
Well, when it comes to Steve Orlando, I read Commanders in Crisis.
Oh, not good.
If that's any example of like what he does on a non-mainstream book, like, I don't know how he was ever given a mainstream book, because Commanders in Crisis was hot garbage.
He started off okay at DC. Like, he was actually pretty decent, and then just, God, it fell apart so fast. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of writers like that. They come in and they have like one or two good ideas that maybe they've been rolling around in their head for a while, and then they start to get regular work, and they just have nothing. They have nothing else.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, man. It's bad. I want to kind of turn to these comments real quick before we go through the Easter eggs. Andrew, he thought the trailer was good. There's some IJP jokes going on when we started this, but IJP is wearing his Daisy Dukes and hoping to get trafficked. Oh man, there was one about IJP. He living in a Home Depot parking lot, which, you know, I mean, got to do what you got to do.
If you want to get trafficked, just call up your good friend Vince McMahon. Allegedly.
Right. Allegedly. I'm still sad you weren't there for that stream. Oh, we will do a follow-up when it's time. Zax, what nationality is Ryan Reynolds? I mean, he's base, so he's got to be American. Come on, what kind of question is that? IJP Mexican, me like pee-pee jokes. We know IGP, we know. We got Jamin D, but is it the name of the movie Deadpool and Wolverine? I think people would have been okay with seeing him. Agreed. I do wish we would have. I mean, I guess if we get technical, we kind of did see Wolverine
from the back, sitting in a bar.
Maybe twice. Yeah,
maybe twice.
Look, if they give me a 5'3" Hugh Jackman Wolverine, like somewhere in this movie, I'm gonna be happy about that.
So. I've referenced.
If he jumps down off that stool in front of Deadpool and he's only 5'3", that's going to be amazing.
So for the people tuning in, I've referenced many times that we have a group chat. So Super Bowl Sunday night, we've got the group chat going, and the trailer dropped, and then everything. And Max is like, we said something, and I think Kyle posted a picture like, is this patch? And I was like, yes, we already know there's going to be multiple Wolverines. And Max is like, if I don't get a 5'3" Wolverine, I'm going to be pissed. And I'm like, yeah, but it has to be Hugh Jackman. That's 5'3" Wolverine. Like that, it has to be. But yeah, if he is on a stool and hops off like that, oh my god, it's gonna be freaking hilarious. I'm down. I am down. Anyone ever read Deadpool's Secret Wars? This is what I have not. Drew, have you read Secret Wars?
Yeah, I did. It was Deadpool involved in the Secret Wars, and it was one thing I remember about it is because it felt odd because he was there with the characters, but everyone was acting like he was just not there. Like he was talking out loud, saying things out loud, like that was going to happen and all that. And no one was acknowledging him. No one was saying anything. I'm like, this is strange. It didn't feel right to me, but hey, that's me.
Yeah, possibly. I will not add it to the top of my reading pile. Then
don't.
Yeah. Fiend Machine. I still love this name. Fiend Machine. It's going to be a lot of meta jokes at Fox's expense. I mean, yeah, I think you're going to get a lot of meta jokes about Fox and the X-Men, but I think it's going to be things worth making fun of. I still expect you're going to get Disney jokes though. Josh is excited for more TVA, maybe, and so what?
Now, if they go after the body positive TVA agent or whatever that was in Loki, then I will get a nice solid laugh out of that.
I liked that actress. Yeah, no, it's what's his name? Matthew McFadden. I like Matthew McFadden. I'm really curious to see what he does, and I'm kind of glad that it's not Owen Wilson. No, yeah.
I just keep flashing back to Soups going, oh, the TVA. It's like literally no one is excited by the TVA. Stop it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I saw that. So another kind of like YouTuber comic book person posted like a 4-second clip, and I think they put this bitch, and it was when he screams at the end when Wolverine's claws come out in the shadow, and he's like, and I was like, oh god. I've got to find this on YouTube and send it to Max. So I sent it in the group chat, and I was like, yo, Max, this is for you, because Max can't stand Soups. And then Kyle came in and was like, I got 4 seconds. What do you say? 4 seconds in, and I had to stop.
Yeah.
So bad.
I don't like affectation. I don't like people faking, like nobody reacts like that. It's always people like, we're going to watch the Inhumans trailer. Here we go. Oh my god, is that Lockjaw? I love Lockjaw. Oh, it's like that's nobody is that excited. I don't care. Like I used to be like back before Disney ruined Star Wars. I used to be the world's biggest Star Wars fan. When the Phantom Menace trailer came out, my friend Tim and I put it on the TV and we were watching it, and we were just like, this was our trailer reaction. We were like, oh wow, what's that? Cool.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool, right? Like with that, that guy with the double-bladed lightsaber looked badass. That was like the extent of our like these people that go on and they just like scream and act like fools and like jump up and punch the ceiling and run around in a circle and set themselves on fire, and like, oh my god, it's Lockjaw. It's like I can't handle it.
That's what we should do. We should just do parody reaction accounts. Doing trailer reactions and actually set ourselves on fire, or like stab whoever's next to us. It sounds like a good time if you ask me. We do have Flaccid.
We should be able to do it in the. Oh, we should do it in Dallas in June. We're all together. Watch like a new trailer come out.
Yeah. Okay. I'm down.
You know what that would be? You know what that would be? Very cool.
Very cool. Flaccid Phoenix is in the house. This trailer looks good. I agree. I had fun with it for what it was. I want to see more. But yeah. And then we also have Jana joining. Sup boners. What's up, Jana? We also have Cannoli Sasquatch in the house. Hello, people. Hello, Cannoli. Jana wants to know, who do I get to simp on tonight to make Josh giggle? The past couple of weeks, You know, Jana's been.
I think I think with the subject we're talking about, it's got to be Hugh Jackman.
Possibly. I mean, but with Jana, there's horny, and then there's Jana. Because even when I showed a picture of a T-Rex, she's like, "Yeah, I'd do it." So
that was great. That was the best thing. Would.
Oh man, we have Kaiser Jose in the house, Mr. Fantastico. Indeed. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, George! We've got George in the house. What's up, George? Hi, Josh, Aaron, and Drew. Fanfic era ends this year, right? God, let's hope so. Please. If we can get these fanfic comics, TV shows, movies to stop, that would be pretty nice. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so Ivan Sanchez, he's Canadian. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Wolverine is. No, he's right. Wolverine is Canadian.
Wolverine is Canadian. That's right. That's right. That's what you were saying. Wolverine is Canadian.
Yeah, the character of Wolverine is definitely Canadian.
There is a base Canadian out there, other than you know what?
Only if you watch Pride of the X-Men. You know what's so funny is that he was Australian in Pride of the X-Men, and then they cast an Australian to play him in the movies. I was just like, when they first cast him, I was like, oh no, are they going to do the Pride of the X-Men thing? So you can come out and be like, all right, dingo, you know, like he was on the getting his claws together.
Oh, she's just a kid.
I'm trying to imagine, like, when they were making that cartoon, were they like, hey, Wolverine's not American. What is he? What is he? And like they didn't do any research, and somebody just goes, I think he's Australian. He's like, oh yeah, he's Australian. And then they cast him that way. You're not taking that blooming kid, are you? Dingo ain't my baby.
Dingo ain't my baby. Oh, that's a nice little Buffy throw. Oh, actually, it's a Buffy throwback, which is a throwback to the actual freaking the news story that they had.
Mm-hmm. Was that and Seinfeld too? Maybe a dingo ate your baby.
Maybe a dingo, your baby. Some Australian accents, they're so whingy though. Like some of the women, God, I can't listen to them.
Oh, some of the women, some of the women, like, you know, you get like a Portia de Rossi with her natural Australian accent. I'm there for it. Other, like I've hung around other female Australians, and they've got like the more, I don't know, the rougher accent, and it's just, I don't like it.
Nicole Kidman's is different. I'm not a fan of hers.
Yeah, but she's like Australian accent that tries to be British while still trying to sound American because she can't pick a lane. So she's just all over the place, and her face doesn't move. So
no, not anymore. It doesn't. No.
Nope. Stay off the Botox. I do want to kind of touch on some of these Easter eggs to get your thoughts on if you think it's worthwhile, if you think it actually means anything, if it excites you. Maybe we have a commentary about how a certain actor looks these days. Drew, I think you know what I'm talking about. But first up, I do want to point out, at the end of the trailer before Wolverine walks out, there is a comic laying on the ground. And it is a Secret Wars comic. It is Secret Wars number 5. And it does have Dr. Doom's face on it. Drew, does this do anything for you?
I'm probably part right and part wrong, but I'm willing to bet like this, where he's asked to be like a battle planet, where it's gonna be like a merger of all these different Earths on one Earth, kind of like how it was for Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, where like you had all these different like realities as one planet. I think we're gonna see that here. We're gonna have like part of this planet is 20th Century Fox, part of the planet is going to be the Logan universe, maybe part of the planet is going to be the 90s X-Men. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing.
Well, then what are they going to do in the movie Avengers Secret Wars?
So this is supposed to like set up Secret Wars, so we'll see, or so they're saying. It's rumored. Yeah, I really don't know. Because it's like, I don't know if I could see them doing like a full-on battle world, but it's like, oh, if we need something where shit's all kind of all together, they've got it from the Void, from Loki to End of Time, because everything's already just kind of fallen in there. But do you think this is a tease that we're getting Doom? And do you think it's just the fan-forecasted Doom that we're getting?
Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna say I don't think we're gonna get Doom. I don't think we're gonna see that at all.
I don't think we're gonna get any fan-forced stick at all. I don't think we're getting any of that.
You don't think
No.
at all? At all?
No, I mean we should because it's the most laughable thing that Fox did. But
agreed. I would love this if they tease, like if trailer 2 comes out and they tease the back of Doom and they have like another character saying who is that and someone else is like it's Dr. Doom, but they don't actually show who it is. If they tease like, oh yeah, MCU's finally getting Dr. Doom, and then you watch the movie and it's just that really shitty fucked up version from Fantastic, I'd be like, all right, I'm on board. I'll take it. Yeah, I do think they're trying to purposely tease Dr. Doom here, which makes me think we will see a Dr. Doom, but I do think it's either going to be the early 2000s Dr. Doom or Fantastic.
I hope it's Dr. Bob Doom, his dentist cousin from the Steve Gerber She-Hulk run. That would be great.
Right. Oh, we've got Sassy in the house. Look at that. Kisses. I may be gay, but when I go to Vegas, I'm making out with Sassy. That's all I'm saying. I have permission.
Speaking of gay, Imperatus is referencing the Blue Oyster Room or the Blue Oyster Bar.
What is that?
You don't know what the Blue Oyster Bar is?
I don't think so.
Josh, are we going to have to make you watch the Police Academy movies?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm thinking Vegas. Okay, I'm on board. I'm on board.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. I thought there was a
legitimate place in
Vegas. Wow, I'm a little ashamed of myself now. Look, Jana's coming in. Blue Oyster Bar. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We do have Kaiser Sose real quick, or Jose. Was Cassandra Nova really teased? Look, it's the back of Patrick Stewart's head. We've known he's going to be in this. People are saying, "Oh, it's not him. It's not Professor X. It's Cassandra Nova." I don't think so. I'm being honest.
I'd love it if it was him playing Cassandra Nova. They just put some lipstick on him and like did up his eye, like tarted him up a bit with some makeup and just had him, just walking around as Cassandra Nova. I'd be down for that. Who cares? Who cares at this point? Like honestly, like the state that the MCU is in, like you can do anything in this Deadpool movie, and it does not. You can't denigrate the MCU any more than they've already done it with their incompetence.
Oh, agreed. And if you are going to do something stupid like this is the film to do it in, not something else that people legitimately want to see.
Did you see the meme? Someone took the thing where the TVA, where he's looking at the Marvel Universe on the screen, and in the middle, it's She-Hulk twerking with Megan Thee Stallion, and then it's just his face like, oh.
Oh man, no, I've got to find that. That would be great if they put that in there. They won't, but they should. They should. Are you listening, Marvel? You should.
You should put in all your embarrassing moments.
Agreed. Just, like at this point, own it. Like you just own it and run with it. People will respect you and give you a little bit more of a benefit of the doubt if you can like say like, yeah, this was shit. Here, we're gonna make fun of it.
I'm disappointed to see that we're getting Louis Tan back in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of get everyone back. Everyone except for what's his name? TJ
Miller. Yeah.
TJ Miller. Yeah.
Isn't he fine now? Like I saw he was doing stand-up recently.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
I thought he got blacklisted.
He was on Adam Carolla's podcast. There's actually a video out there. He talks about Ryan Reynolds, and he just said like, yeah, he's a naturally funny guy, but like they just kind of get into that relationship now. Just how he felt. He said Ryan was very different instead of Deadpool 2, instead of Deadpool 1. Like it was different. But yeah, it seems like he's doing all right. He's doing fine now.
I
mean, I'd rather he be in this movie than Louis Tan.
Yeah, I'm not the big. I'm not crazy about Louis Tan. There was someone that had taken a screenshot of like when it showed his face in the trailer, and they're like, "Wait, who is this?" on Twitter, and someone put Cole. What's his name from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Cole Young or Cole, whatever. The stupid character, the character whose power in that terrible Mortal Kombat movie is literal plot armor.
Oh my
he grows
God.
plot armor. It's just like his powers kick in, and you're like, oh, what are his powers? Oh, it's like basically he's got a nicer sweater.
Yep. Oh, JD, we've got JD Petty. No. Wait. What are we knowing, and what are we waiting? Let me know.
No, I think Deadpool said that in the trailer.
Oh,
I think he like, when he answered the door. I think that's what he said.
Oh,
The TVA was there.
Or was it when Wolverine popped his claws out? Because he's like,
Oh, that
come
may have been
help
it.
me up, you giant ape. Oh, no,
Yeah.
he's saying, no, wait, about the mention of She-Hulk twerking. I mean...
Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, that's what you get the punishment. No. I am glad to see Gabe back, though. Isn't that his name, Gabe, the guy that was on X-Force that was just like the regular guy in the members only jacket?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name? Yeah.
You know what? Like, Rob Liefeld should be at this birthday party. He should have a cameo
why
in this
not?
movie. It's
Just-
ridiculous.
and fade.
Like, you don't even have to like say anything to just have him there and have the camera like linger on him, but nobody says anything to him, just so that the audience is going, "Who the hell is that?" Like, who's that guy?
Dude, that or have him there, but have him in a wheelchair and CGI his feet out.
Or you have him get his feet cut off in like an action sequence, like,
That too.
I mean, I think that
Oh, man.
I think he'd be up for that. We've talked before about how, like, that he's drawn plenty of feet now, guys. You can let it go. We've talked about that, but I think I think he'd be up for that. Be funny.
Yeah, I feel like he'd do it. He seems like he's got a pretty good sense of humor. Someone took a picture of like a forearm that he drew of Wolverine and posted it on Twitter at one point. They're like, "What the fuck is this?" And he's like, "The hopes and dreams that never came true for you." I was like, "Oh wow."
That was like when people write to J.K. Rowling and they're like, "How does it feel to know that you've lost an entire generation of readers?" And she goes, "I mean, when I get my royalty checks, I feel pretty good." So,
right. So we do have, this is the first thing we see in the trailer. We do have pretty much the cast of Deadpool 1 and 2 returning, aside from TJ Miller. Any feelings on this other than we're good if we didn't have home due to Shatterstar?
Whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't care about these movies, so I don't care about any of the cast inherently. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. They're fine for what they are, and I really enjoyed
Agreed.
the first one. But like, it's not like, because the movie doesn't take itself seriously, I don't take it seriously.
That's
So
fair.
nothing, because the movie is of a quality where nothing matters. There's no stakes for me, so like, I'm not invested in anything. It's just it's literal popcorn entertainment. It's something on the screen for me to watch and shovel popcorn into my face, and then afterwards say, "This had many elements of a movie," and get up and walk out. Hopefully, I was entertained.
Yeah, and as soon as they brought Vanessa back in the second one, I'm like, okay, there are no more stakes anymore. Like, all that is gone. Like, so anyone can come back at any point. They're gonna have fun with this. Like, there's really no reason to really truly care.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the fact that he did that is clearly why we're at this point that we're getting to, that we're going to see here in a second.
If I was in a relationship with Marina Baccarin and she got murdered, I would also go on a killing spree. So at that point,
Right.
I was like on his. I was like, I understand where you're coming from, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they brought her back at the end, it was like, oh, okay, it's just a goof. Nothing matters. This third
Right.
movie's just a goof. It doesn't matter. So I'm
I
glad everybody got
didn't-
a check, except for Louis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't take these movies seriously. I think they're fun. They're honestly not something I rewatch a lot, but I do have fun at the movie theater. Like, this is one of those that I like to see with a packed theater, because clearly let's get the laughing and the energy there. But I'm excited to see Blind Al again, because I think it's a freaking hilarious character. Like, I love this character. And then I was happy to see Marina back. And apparently, from what I understand, we're getting a comics accurate Vanessa at some point.
Cool.
Oh.
So she'll be blue and change color and stuff.
We're supposed to. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, it was just kind of nice to see them there. I doubt they're in this long at all. Like, if they're in here more than 5 minutes, I'll be surprised.
Look at the guy with the white beard. I don't remember his name, but that is a deep V. It's becoming a U. But it's
I haven't even noticed that. That is a deep V. That's one of those, like, why are you wearing a shirt? Just put on a girdle and call it a day. So yeah, this is what I was referring to, was we did kind of get to see Wolverine. We get to see Patch. What we assume is Patch. It's Patch. I mean, look, it is. So just get ready. Drew, I think you were probably pretty excited about this.
Well, I'll say like, I'm getting reacclimated to it now because right now Chris Claremont's doing a new X-Men miniseries with the Patch Logan, Captain America, Black Widow, and so my mind's been there. And like we see possibly the Patch Logan from Madripoor, and like, this could be fun. This could be hysterical. And like Aaron was saying earlier, if this turns out to be Daniel Radcliffe Patch Logan, and he gets up, he's like literally 5'2", I'm gonna laugh my ass off in the theater. I'm literally gonna laugh my ass off. I cannot wait, and I'm excited. We're finally getting Madripoor, but what it looks like, we'll see.
Oh, come on! You got Madripoor and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Drew.
come on, man. Come on, Drew.
I think I checked out by then.
Oh, sure.
Well, you know what, Drew? You need to do better. You need to step up.
Yeah.
Do better, comic book writer. Call yourself a fan. Yeah, I'm excited. I did mention we're going to see multiple Deadpools. We're going to see multiple Wolverines. There is a rumor that they got Daniel Radcliffe to come in and film because of the whole rumor that, oh, Marvel's casting Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. He's like, yeah, I don't even know what that's about. So if he does show up, I'll laugh. I mean, why not?
I hope Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield show up.
They won't show up here, but they'll show up later down the road.
You guys started this.
It's all your fault. That's how we're gonna be by the time Secret Wars comes around. We're gonna be like, Jesus Christ, come on. So yeah, TVA's back again. Matthew McFadden, cool, great, sure. You know, like this is clearly a play into how Deadpool 2 ended, where he's going through and fixing things, including killing the shitty Deadpool from the Wolverine Origins movie, which was terrible. If we don't get to see that Deadpool for at least like a split second in this, though, I'm going to be a little sad. Like,
it should be the bad guy at the end. That should be the final boss.
Okay. So I didn't think about that, but that's freaking perfect. Yeah. The other thing, we do have Eliath. So the like smoke ghost monster that's in Loki is in this, because this is where he's like, what the fuck? And it cuts off before he says fuck, because it eats the TVA agent. Sure. Let's see. Again, I think it's one of those that anything can happen, and we'll see where it goes. But
real quick, sorry, if that kind of has me alarmed, if they're kind of making that a character in this Deadpool film, it kind of sending me alarm bells. Like, okay, I guess we need to lower our expectations of cameos in this movie.
Lower
expectations.
Wait, why do you think we need a lower expectation for cameos?
Because of this.
Yeah, if you've got room for this, then what did you not give us?
Oh, I mean, I think look, we're gonna touch on this in a second. I just think it's gonna be just bonkers shit crazy of cameos.
You think it's gonna be as good as all the ones in The Flash? Okay, so I literally wiped that film from my memory. So when you said The Flash, I'm like, The Flash? When did The Flash have cameos all through the... I was like, okay, I guess they had that. Oh, he's talking about the film. Fuck you, Aaron. You think we're going to get Nick Cage as Ghost Rider?
Oh, man. Possibly. I think that might be coming.
Would that be the 90th shit ever, though? Like Wolverine, Deadpool, and Ghost Rider on screen together? Like, I mean, it would be Punisher in there, and that's
I was about to say throw Punisher, throw Venom, and it's like a 90s jizzathon, pretty much. The one thing that I will and Blade. I mean, look, it's taken forever to film the Mahershala Ali movie anyway, so just throw, give him something to do.
I think you mean the Danny Lore movie, because it's going to be all about his daughter. And his daughter is just a self-insert to talk about her problems with her mom. So
that's right.
It's gonna be a great movie.
Drew, does this make you think the background here, though, with these like caged balls? Does this make you think of like a Battle World type situation? It's very Mad Max, but
it reminds me of American Gladiators more than anything else. Because they would be in those things, and like the air pockets would pop up in the ground, and it's like it just thinks of American Gladiators. I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
There'll be an American Gladiators reference, and like we'll be the only like people in the theater that get it because everybody else will be American Gladiators. What's that?
Didn't they try to bring that back recently though?
I mean, back in 2012,
they've tried to bring the XFL back multiple times.
Oh well, you know. God, I didn't realize.
I watched a documentary on that not too long ago, and yes, they did. It was during a writer's strike, ironically enough, and it didn't take. Yeah, shocking.
Didn't The Rock buy the XFL for like $60 million and was going to relaunch it, and then the pandemic happened, like right when he was about to relaunch it?
So there's an XFL USFL merger. There's now a UFL, or I forget what it's called now, but they have their own league launching in March. They merged, so I guess he's part owner of that.
I can't wait. I'm going to get to see the XFL fail 3 times in the same lifetime. That is amazing. What an abundance of. We live in the dumbest timeline, but also what an abundance of riches.
Yeah. It's like 3 times within 20 years. Who would have thought?
That and G4 twice.
Sheesh. My dad watched USFL? He watched that when it was, because they play like off season. So when NFL's not there, yeah. Oh man. All right. And then we do get Pyro's back. So when I watched this and this clip came up, I was like, dude, why does that guy look familiar? And I went back and I was watching it, but the game was back on, so I had subtitles on because like, what did he say? And it said Pyro. I was like, holy shit, that's Aaron Stanfield. I was like, dude, what trailer park have you been living in for the past 20 years? Like, what happened?
I thought this was Rorschach. By the way, I always get his name wrong. I always go to say the actor who played Rorschach, and I always end up saying Haley Joel Osment, which is not right.
Oh, you're close. You got one of them right. It's Jackie Earl Haley.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jackie Earl Haley.
Yeah. So hey, we're getting Pyro, and he screams. I think he screams like, "I love this part" or something, or "I love." I can't remember what he screams.
Is that Mask in the foreground from the Morlocks?
Maybe.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of looks like him.
Well, it looks like we're still in this whole gladiator battle world. I look at my hand right here. Woo, gladiator battle world situation.
Is that Mask from the Morlocks, Josh? I love Mask. Oh my god, it's Mask from the Morlocks. Oh.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it might be. But this is where I'll say I think. Okay, here we go. So Kaiser Jose says Mojo World. There is the rumor out there that there is a Mojo World type thing going on here. And while there wasn't necessarily any news on Mojo, there is news that there's an actress cast as Spiral. So
that's cool.
Are we going to get a long shot while we're at it?
Who knows? I haven't heard anything, honestly. But yeah, what's her name? That was she was in The Crown. She played not Elizabeth Debicki, but the one that played Princess Diana before her. And her name.
I saw when I was looking up the WikiLeaks on the film, Wikipedia stuff on the film, and like her name came up as like the main villain or one of the lead villains in the movie.
Yeah, she's supposed to potentially be Spiral. So, but then this is what I was thinking.
Mojo World is interesting. You can do all this with Mojo World.
You can.
Yeah.
You really can. But that's when I started thinking of like everything else we know that's in this, or everyone else that we know. We know that the core X-Men, so Scott, Jean, Storm, they're in this with Famke Jensen, Halle Berry, and shoot, why can't I think of his name now? James Marsden. Are they
de-aging everybody digitally?
I hope not. They might. Maybe a little.
Theory. What if this quote unquote TVA is not the real TVA? Like these are people that work for Mojo, like working on like network ratings and all that, managing the ratings of the different universes and handling it for Mojo.
Possibly. That could be a possibility.
I think that we're all going to be like way more clever than this movie is going to turn out to be. Like we're going to be like, oh, they could do this and they could do that, and then like it's like no, sorry.
And we were wrong.
Remember when like WandaVision was on and everybody had all these theories and it was like all the theories were better than what actually happened. Like every fan theory was better.
I didn't even know who Mephisto was. What's a Mephisto?
What's a Mephisto? Mephisto's in this episode. The cat is Mephisto. That's what we need to do every week when every time new photos or trailers come out. We should be like, it's Mephisto.
I love in Ryan George's pitch meeting where he's like, you know, is that Mephisto? Are you Mephisto? Am I Mephisto?
Oh, I love those. Those videos are great. But keep in mind, we also know that Sabretooth is in this. We know that
Jennifer Garner.
Elektra. That's what I was trying to think of. Yep. I don't know. Look, it's supposed to be in this. Like, I feel like there's so many people, and if you start thinking about other Fox properties, like again, I'm willing to bet you're gonna see some Fantastic Four people. I would almost even put money that you're gonna see Chris Evans.
What if we see? Are we gonna see aliens and predators?
I would say no, but you had that one Photoshop where someone threw a predator in there, which was kind of funny.
Come on, like why wouldn't you? You paid way too much money for all of this shit. Like you still have not recouped, you know, even close to the interest that you paid on the Fox acquisition. You might as well do it all.
Yep. Laura Kinney. Yep. Daphne Keane signed a contract. Yep.
Channing Tatum.
You know what? I have it. No. Yes. Absolutely. It actually is. I haven't even thought about this, but yes, if we can get Colin Farrell to come back as Daredevil, like,
or as Daredevil instead of Bullseye.
I mean, as Bullseye. My bad.
I thought you were saying like let's swap him around. He's Daredevil and Ben Affleck's Bullseye. And
this is my sleep-deprived brain trying to process everything. Look, there's a ton of shit that we know is in this. So, and apparently Anna Paquin recently signed a contract. So we're gonna get a ton of shit. So I think it'll be fun. I think, you know, I hope they can at least keep how these people are coming back in a secret, because everything else it's been getting leaked right and left. There's pictures all over the internet. But I think it'll be a fun movie. I just want to go have a good time. I'll probably watch it like once every 2 or 3 years, like I do the other Deadpool movies, and call it a day. But for the most part,
like Aaron said, I want to laugh. I just want to laugh and enjoy this, you know. But I don't want, at the same time, I don't want to laugh at the expense of just 20th Century Fox, not just them. Like, if you're going to do it across the board.
Yeah.
Disney has no sense of humor about themselves, though. When we were doing comics for them, I had pitched, you know, we had the Muppets license, and then of course they bought Star Wars. And so I pitched Muppet Star Wars, and it just came back like, no, you're not allowed to make fun of Star Wars. And I was like, well, I'm not going to make fun of Star Wars. I was like, I feel like everybody has made fun of Star Wars. Like it's been done. The humor will come from the Muppets trying to put on Star Wars. It'll all be, you know, Muppet humor. You know, the jokes come from them trying to do this. And the theater's slowly filling up. They're like, wow, we're selling out every night. But what's happening is the theater's actually just filling up with Disney lawyers every night, because they're like taking notes for the lawsuit that they're gonna file. You know, so all the humor comes out of like the Muppet stuff. But yeah, you weren't allowed to. That's why they canceled that Detours that Seth Green was doing. That Star Wars Detours. They had actually Lucasfilm had put some commercials out for it, which was basically like a Family Guy kind of styled, Robot Chicken styled Star Wars comedy. And Lucas was all on board for it, but when Disney bought it, they were like, "No, you can't make fun of Star Wars." I mean, I guess they knew that they were going to do more damage to the Star Wars brand and make it extra, you know, make it extra funny to make fun of it. But
I if they're gonna have this, they've got to just like, you got to let it be irreverent, and you got to make fun of yourself. So if they don't, it's going to be a miss on their part. I do want to get into 2 of the other trailers that came out during Super Bowl. And one, like, Drew was super excited about. Like, he would not shut up about how much he wanted to watch this movie. And that is Wicked.
Double Queen Slay.
Double Queen Slay. Hey. So Drew, I believe you said you and Kyle laughed your way through this trailer.
I remember we were watching this, we were laughing our asses off because we thought it was a parody trailer. We thought it was like going to be like a Saturday Night Live Super Bowl spoof trailer or a dumb trailer ad for something, because it looked so cheap, ridiculous, implausibly stupid. Now, before anyone says anything in the comments, yes, I am well aware of Wicked, the play Wicked, the book Wicked. I am well aware of the concept of this. Now, with that being said, this movie looks incredibly cheap. Ariana Grande looks terrible as the witch, and the Wicked Witch of the West here, it's not the Wicked Witch of the West. It is whoever the diversity hire they got to play the witch. That's who. I do not see these characters. I see the actors as these characters. That's the problem here.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that like both of them were hired because they can sing. And generally, by the way, this is, I think, the closest we've ever gotten to Ariana Grande's natural skin color. But, you know, and I, in general, I find her to be very talented and to be cute. And, you know, there's portions of this trailer where she looks cute, but she doesn't sell Glinda the Good Witch to me. I mean, I know this is like a different take. But like I saw this and I was like, I mean, obviously I'm not the core audience for this. So maybe somebody wants it. But I feel like this is going to tank hard depending on how much money they spend on it. I feel like they're going to lose a ton of money. And my only regret was finding out that it was from Universal, because I was hoping it was Disney, because like I am enjoying watching them just lose money hand over fist under Bob Iger until they hopefully replace him. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. It's coming out at Thanksgiving. It could capture that musical crowd. You know, people like the Willy Wonka movie tended to or like did pretty good.
That's true. That is true.
It didn't do great, but it did all right.
Yeah.
So who knows? But yeah, I looked at it, and as soon as I saw that they cast a black actress as the witch, I had that gut reaction of like, oh, here we go. You know, because that's unfortunately what they've done now is they've made it so that every time you see something like this, you see a race swap, you roll your eyes and you go, here we go, you know, down the checklist. But you know, I mean, she can sing, so maybe that was the main factor.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's Cynthia Erivo. She's honestly a really, really good actress, but she looks weird here. She has a unique look in general, and then when you throw green paint on her, it just makes her look even more unique.
At least she doesn't have the glasses here. The glasses look really dumb. All the scenes where she's wearing the glasses.
Oh, yep.
It takes you kind of like out of this magical world. It's like in Star Wars when you see people wearing eyeglasses and you're like, what? You guys haven't fixed that problem yet?
I want to go back to the original Wizard of Oz. Dorothy Hamill as the Wicked Witch of the West. I did not see Dorothy Hamill as the Wicked Witch of the West. I saw the Wicked Witch of the West. I saw the most evil bitch on the planet, not Dorothy Hamill, the actress. That's the big difference there. And with this, I see the actor. I don't see the character, which is a problem.
Agreed.
She looks like somebody cosplaying as Gamora.
Yes,
she does with the witch hat on. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just, I don't know. But you look at her and it's like trying to figure out like what is wrong, but you can't fully place it. But you're like, something's not right here. It's just it doesn't work for me. And look, I'm gonna be honest. Ariana Grande does not work for me either, because this looks like it looks like the amount of effort
it looks very, very cheap.
Yeah. I was going to say the amount of effort put into Glinda, making Ariana look like Glinda, it's like the same effort that they put into Bullseye for this Daredevil TV show that's coming out. Like, it just
Fiend Machine says this gender bent Shrek remake looks like shit.
Sheesh.
The Wicked Witch of the Cajun Corey, the Wicked Witch of the West Side.
The Wicked Witch of the West Side. That is, yeah. Yeah, I just oof. Drew, I know you said you're familiar with the play in the book. Have you actually seen the play? Have you seen the Broadway musical?
No, but I dated a chick who was really, really into it, so I learned a lot about it from her. I'm like, okay, so the Wicked Witch of the West is the good guy in this. So I understand. So and she's a good guy, and everyone else is the bad guy, which means like the wizard and her sister. She's going to be another bad guy. We're led to assume, but it's from a different point of view. As a certain
why that doesn't work? Because she's a witch. She's a witch. Witches are evil. Don't give me this good witch crap. I'm so tired of this. Glenda's the good witch. I get it. But like, I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this. Like, let's make the evil character good and let's make all the characters, all the other characters. They were just oppressed. They were just misunderstood. This is the same reason that I don't like Maleficent. It's like, Maleficent wanted to kill a little girl. I don't care how you spin that. That's Cruella de Vil. Yeah, she wanted to make a coat out of puppies. Okay, you don't get any more evil than that. Stop trying to like redeem that character. Oh well, she wanted to make a coat out of Dalmatians because some Dalmatians killed her parents or whatever the hell, knocked him off a cliff or whatever the hell the excuse was. Get out of here with that. Stop it. I know we live in a time where evil is good. Evil is presented as good and good is presented as evil. But I know that's the times we live in. But I'm so done with it.
Me too. Absolutely.
When they took this approach back in 2003, in this first hit Broadway, sure, like fine time to do it. But after 21 years of every outlet and every media trying to do the same thing because they think they're being creative, it's old. It's so old at this point that I'm like, yeah.
What if we remade Hunchback, but Frollo was the good guy? What if we remade Legend, but Darkness was the good guy? What if we?
Oh man, I do want to highlight this comment real quick. Is that Piccolo from Dragon Ball? Yes, Flaccid, it is. And you know what? It's gonna be a better version than James Marsters Piccolo from the actual Dragon Ball movie. That's what's sad.
Oh man, I don't know if that's true. that was a cinematic tour de force.
Of course. You're getting challenged here, Aaron. Hermione is a witch.
Harry Potter's stupid. Sorry. It just is.
Boom.
Look, I get it. It's all, it's all whimsical and British. And oh, look, JK's introducing a new character. And they have a whimsical British name, Pibbly Wibblesqueak. And oh, here comes Doctor Who. And he's with Hermione Granger and their whimsical companions, Margaret Thatcher and the Beatles. I get it. I get all that British crap. It's fine. It's fine
if there's one thing I love doing, Aaron, one thing I love doing to people is that if I know they're a Harry Potter fan, I love sending them the article that Alan Moore wrote about like how Harry Potter was the Antichrist and he wrote him as the Antichrist in his Leave Extraordinary Gentlemen story. And that pisses all of them off. It pisses every Harry Potter fan off. I love it.
Well, I like Harry Potter. Thank you very much.
Have you guys seen the Saturday Night Live where it's the chick that was a child actor that became a drunk and drug user and but she comes back and it's like the Harry Potter kids are coming back from summer vacation and she's blossomed.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan. Yes.
Lindsay Lohan. Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're just like staring at her chest. It's like popping out of the sweater.
I do remember that. Look, people are agreeing with you. You got Flaccid saying based Aaron take. He agrees with you on the Harry Potter thing. You got Breen letting me down, coming in, being like, "Dear God, I'm agreeing with Aaron on something."
I didn't know that Breen didn't agree with me all the time. This is a revelation to me.
Whoa,
guys, Harry Potter has some good stuff in it. Just.
No, I mean it's fine. Everything I know about Harry Potter, I know through like cultural osmosis.
Oh yeah,
so it's like I've never seen any of the films. I've never watched the movies all the way through. Like I've seen like a little bit of the first one, and then maybe some pieces here and there when I'm flipping channels of the other ones. But like everything I know, I feel like I know a lot about it just through the culture. Yeah, like if you ask me, like what's the Whomping Willow? Like I can tell you what that is, and I can tell you
for sure.
The werewolf lived under it, and I can tell you that Dolores Umbridge was raped by centaurs, and I can tell you just all the things that are like all those little weird things that are in the book. The basilisk moves through the school at night. And it's a big mystery that the basilisk is there, even though there's portraits on the wall of all the teachers that could say like, holy shit, there's a basilisk moving around at night, but for some reason they don't. And there's time travel potions in one book, but then, they'll be really handy in another book, but for whatever reason, they're never brought up again. I mean, I know all of that.
The teachers couldn't see the basilisk or the paintings couldn't see the basilisk because they would freeze too. So did the ghosts. Come on. No, the earlier books.
I know there's a ghost underwater that wants to see Harry's wiener. Like, I know there's all kinds of weird things going on.
Yeah, there's Moaning Myrtle at that. When you get a name like Moaning Myrtle, hey. Yeah, no, the earlier books definitely, more juvenile, but as they go on, it's a lot darker, and the films didn't even get close to touching on a lot of what the books had. And I was just like, man, you're missing it.
Maybe we'll get it in the seasons where we're getting a whole season for each book.
I would like to say I hope so, but
it's modern day and
modern. You're right there, right there.
Voldemort. What if Voldemort were the good guy and Harry and the school were the bad guys? What if Voldemort was just oppressed because of he was different because of his snake
for that.
face?
Look,
sign me up for that. I'll be there for that.
Only if we get drag queen Voldemort. No, there's the whole running thing on the internet with the drag queen that performs as Voldemort, and it's the strange thing.
Oh, I thought it was one of those things where they had like co-opted him, like where Mags Visaggio was out there saying, Voldemort is trans.
Oh God, no.
So, while we're talking about Harry Potter, the second to last film, I remember going to go see it, and Deathly Hallows Part 1 or whatever. And we're told and not shown Voldemort, like, Voldemort just took out this town. Voldemort just took out this family. I'm like, I want to see this shit. I want to see Voldemort kicking indoors, blowing up heads. Where the fuck is Harry Potter? Where is he? I want to see him torturing people. We don't see that. We're just told it. And I'm like, talk about the biggest, blue balls right there.
Oh yeah.
We don't see how bad Voldemort is.
You've got they watered it down so much that even in the 5th book you have the kids and teachers like attacking each other and torturing each other. Like it got pretty damn dark in the books, and they didn't even come close to dealing with it in the films. But yeah, there's stuff like Neville Longbottom. His parents got tortured, and they're in an insane asylum now because they were so just the mental damage that it did to him. But the last book kind of plays into that, and then what Bellatrix Lestrange did, and how she there's so much dark stuff that I'm like, Jesus. It was dark enough that I was like, I don't know if I'd let my kids read this until they're in high school, because it's a lot. You got a half werewolf dude slaughtering children. Like, come on.
This school loves putting children in danger.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they have an attitude like, well, you should have known better.
Yeah, it's called the Whomping Willow. I mean, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, what did you think, dumbass?
I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was a whimsical name for a tree that was out in the yard. I didn't know it was a tree that beat children to death.
I mean,
how would I even know that's a thing that exists?
We're going to take it literally.
Let's be honest, that's how we were all raised. Like, the stove is hot. We shouldn't have to tell you that. If you touch it and you burn yourself, it's because you're an idiot. Like,
that's true.
Yeah. So Twisters. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, first of all, I haven't seen Twister since probably back when it came out. So if you ask me questions about the film,
what was that, like 98? 2000?
It was like 90.
It was like 95,
97,
right?
96.
97?
Yeah, it was like mid-90s. Yeah.
We're looking it up.
I think 96. I'm going to say 96 that came out.
1996.
That was young Philip Seymour Hoffman. Called it.
And this comes out this year? It's almost the 30-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, cannot wait.
If you were to ask me, I didn't even remember that Philip Seymour Hoffman was in the first Twister. If you were to ask me what I remember about the first Twister, it would be the cow and the tornado and Dorothy. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, the cow, the tornado, and then them like belting themselves to like a pipe that was sticking out of the ground as everything was torn apart around them. Like I remember all of that.
And watching The Shining at a drive-in theater.
Oh, see, I don't even remember that. I remember Home Chick wanting a divorce from Bill Paxton. That's,
which is crazy.
I remember telling my brother to quit playing with his slap bracelet while we were trying to watch the movie, because that's how long ago this was.
Look, this isn't a movie that I want or need, but I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go watch it.
Absolutely. Yes.
And Glenn Powell,
I think this is gonna fail miserably, because I don't think number one, like you're depending on nostalgia that nobody has. Number two, Kids today aren't going to go see this. They don't even know that there was a Twister movie. Number 3, like
they don't even know what Twisters are.
We've
They
kind of
didn't even know that the Titanic was real.
Yeah, they think Wakanda's a real place.
Oh, they do. They do.
But like disaster movies don't do it anymore. Like Dean Devlin was trying up until like what 2 years ago to keep doing disaster movies, and no one cares anymore. We're over it.
Yeah,
we're done.
Nobody
with it.
cares. Who cares?
Look, the world is on fire in our real lives. We don't need to go watch a movie about ecological like disasters. Like we already know, God's pouring out the seals left and right now. We know it's coming.
We're saying that from our perspective, and then the opposing perspective is like, yeah, the world is on fire right now because I got mispronoun twice today.
Oh,
that is like tornadoes are nothing compared to that.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, thanks.
You should sue them.
Say them.
You should put up a TikTok video where you're crying in your car.
Oh man. If there's anything that I think is gonna be the driving force for this, it's gonna be Glenn Powell. I think people are gonna go see it for him, and
Hollywood wants to Sam Worthington him or Taylor Kitsch him so bad. Be careful, Glenn. Yeah. Be careful. Don't let him do it to you.
Don't let him do it. Well, the romantic comedy he was just in like started off really bad box office wise, and then grew some legs and ended up performing well because I think it ended like 170 million on a 25 million budget.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, but
you think that was because of him, or you think that was because of Sydney Sweeney and guys went and saw it?
No, the conversations have pretty much been him because the talk is like that's his breakout role, and I'm like, fuck off. Like,
it's not his breakout role. He was great in Maverick.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
This is your savior speaking. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's great in that.
and he is coming back in the Maverick too. So, I think he's got a good career ahead of him.
But, is it called Maverick 2?
Well, whatever the
Top
sequel,
Gunner?
Top Gun 3, whatever it is.
Top Gun 3, Maverick 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Dude, that would be
Secret of the Ice.
That would be a funny...
Josh, did I ever tell you about my screenplay for Air Force 1, 2, Air Forcer?
Air Force 1, 2, Air Forcer, written by Aaron Sparrow.
Get off my plane again.
I was gonna say, one, that title sounds like an SNL sketch, but Top Gun 3 Maverick 2 also sounds like a good SNL sketch, not the shit we get these days. We might have to just record something stupid like that in Dallas when we're all together, because look, yes. I watched the trailer. It was fine. I mean, nothing to get overly excited about. He's got a Southern accent. He's got a lot of charm.
It is what it is.
Is he Bill Paxton's son? Exactly. Do we make that connection?
I don't think so. I think the girl is their daughter. Right?
Okay. As long as somebody's related to the original cast, so we can, we can make this Twister the next generation.
I think Glenn Powell's character is supposed to be like a I don't want to say social media influencer, but social media celebrity because he chases tornadoes and does stupid shit.
I wish Bill Paxton were still alive to not be in this.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it would be great if he was in it and he just had a cameo where he like slams open the door at the very beginning of the trailer and he's like, "The Twisters are back." Like
he's looking straight at the audience saying it. Their Twisters are back.
The Twisters are back. Hold on. I'm looking at the leads. We've got Glenn Powell's character is named Tyler Owens, and the lead female is Daisy Edgar Jones playing Kate Cooper. And I need to see what the original characters' names were to see if they're a kid.
But while you're doing that, I just want to say, like, granted, the quote unquote plot, it looks stupid, generic. It is what it is, which is what I bask in it because it's going to be a stupid film, but it's going to be an enjoyably stupid film. And I I am all for that. It knows exactly what it is. It's going to give you exactly what you want, and I am all about that. There's going to be no bait and switch here, and I cannot wait to see this. I'm going to see this with a big old smile on my face. I'm more excited for this than the other films we've talked about.
How can we make the Twister a stand-in for Trump? I'm imagining that going on in the writing room. Like, how do we make this about Trump's America?
Trump's America.
The Twisters are fake news, just like Trump, or maybe
oh my god, Sage, this is a movie about Twisters, but maybe we could put in some stuff, about like global warming and climate change.
Oh no, I could see them doing that now. Oh no,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get some preachy bullshit.
Oh man. Looked up, can confirm neither one of those characters are kids of the leads. So I don't know.
Boo! Where's the synergy? Boo! Yeah. I need this to be a soft reboot. I need this to be the Force Awakens of Twister.
Corey's got it. Make tornadoes great again.
Make the weather great again. Like,
make the weather great. Is that you saying you want Bob Iger to be great again?
Yes.
As a weatherman.
As a CEO of a major corporation, he's a great weatherman.
He is a great weatherman. Final topic of tonight. We're kind of switching over to
real quick. I'm sorry, real quick. Another character in that film, David Cornsweet, Superman. He's in that.
He is.
Oh, so the Twisters will be stopped really easily then. Except they'll kill his dad first.
It's a secret Superman cameo.
Yeah, is he starting the Twisters because it's evil Superman?
This is the secret setup to the James Gunn DC universe.
Right.
Red Tornado is the villain. He's been taken over.
I was gonna be a good Superman, but all you guys gave me shit when I got cast, so now I'm bad Superman. Here's tornadoes.
That even if they did that, even if it was a surprise and it was like, yeah, those weird Superman and like Red Tornado were in it, there'd be dudes walking out going, villain should have been the Weather Wizard. This sucks.
You saying that, one of the tweets that I saw recently, I think it was after the Super Bowl Sunday night, they're like, give it a year, some bitches are going to be saying this, and it was a picture of like Wolverine and Deadpool from Wolverine Origins. They're like, oh yeah, but this was like the base better take anyways, this new version sucks. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, someone will be doing it. And then someone will be telling you that Deadpool is a trans allegory.
Oh God!
Because everything is a trans allegory.
God damn it,
Mags, come on. Drew. So I feel like this is kind of exciting news. I think this will be fun. But DC and Marvel, because they are desperate to make money. Okay, first of all, before we get into this, let me say the past month to 2 months, I've spent more money on comics than I have in a long time. But it's not because I'm buying new comics. It's because I'm buying all these freaking omnibuses that people are putting out. And I've got 3 of these suckers. Woo. Sandman. It's so sexy though. Like, look at that. It's so sexy.
Toad's
Dorbs. Like, we had to throw out another question volume 2. Like, I'm dropping so much freaking money on omnibus that I'm like, sheesh. Anyways. In their desperation to sell some books because they can't sell their current modern day comics because they suck ass, they're doing a DC Marvel team up omnibus, and one's going to be kind of like the team up books, and then one's going to be the amalgam comics. Honestly, I really like this idea. I'm on board. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, no, I'm into it.
Because yep.
No, go ahead, Drew.
Okay, sorry.
I said everything I was going to say at that point.
I will say, from a retailer perspective and a procurer of trade paperbacks and omnibuy and absolute editions, those crossover books, because they've printed them in different 3 or 4 different trade paperbacks. Mm-hmm. Those are hard to get and they are very expensive, especially the first prints of those. The first prints are going for $50, if not more. Yeah. And to do an omnibus for fans, to work team together for this, absolutely, yeah. I even though I already own them, own the trades, I'll gladly buy this omnibus because some of those stories are flipping amazing, especially the X-Men Teen Titans crossover.
Yep.
That one is outstanding. And the Amalgam verse, this is the first because they did a couple trades, I think, back in the day, but they only printed them once, and that was it. You cannot really find those; they're hard to find. But to do an omnibus for that, yeah, that's gonna be great to read because some of those stories, granted, they're only like one shots. Some of them are pretty fun. Some are, but some are better than others. They're fun reads.
My favorite thing about this was the Bleeding Cool article about it, where they actually wrote, "This has fans talking about what other great team ups we could get, like between fan favorite characters like Miss Marvel and Trinity." And I'm like, literally, no one is asking for that. No one has asked for that. Shut up.
Outside of Rich Johnson.
I was gonna say.
Well, you can't
that or that's just him trolling.
Well, if you say fan favorite about Miss Marvel, that's like basically like talking about the WNBA. That's for the fan to decide. Yay! The one person in the audience. That's or like talking about like people who are excited. People are really excited at the highly anticipated Madam Web movie, and it's like, yeah, it's just Aaron. It's just Aaron right there. Yay!
When you said like no one's a fan of Miss Marvel, the first thing that popped in my head was, yeah, what's bad is she's still better than Trinity. I mean, like that's how far we have fallen.
People want that. People are begging for that team up, Josh. That's what people are asking for.
Begging. It's the same people. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna. It's
I'm looking forward to
killed her off.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the John Kent Iceman crossover written by Steve Orlando.
Well, it's going to be super gay, and there's going to be a lot of icicles involved. But oof.
And then they're just both going to get assaulted by Somnus or whatever his name is.
It's not. Wait. There's that. Oh God, I can't think of what it is now. There's that Planned Parenthood video discussing virginity and sex and all that stuff. That there's the whole thing that they talk about consent, but consent isn't really consent. Like you can consent without consenting. It was so.
What?
Anyways, yeah, I will send it to you. It's I sent it to Sassy because this is the type of stuff that she covers on her Sunday streams where she's like, "What is this?" But I said,
if their eyes are saying yes and their mouth is saying no, that is still technically consent.
Well, to give you
what is this? The Vince McMahon guide to consent?
Yeah, there's a whole point in this video too talking about like virginity. I mean, it really can't be defined because what you decide is virginity may not be virginity to me. Like,
what
virginity? Yeah.
Oh, like the Mormon girls that thought if they only
Pretty
did
much.
anal that they were still virgins.
They literally like, virginity is often classified as, penetration, sex, penis, vagina. But what if it's like, anal, or what if it's? So they're literally like, if you use the back door, you're fine. You're still a virgin. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. What are we doing? And it's not a parody. It is a real thing. Yeah.
Where's the meteor? Where are the twisters? We need more twisters to take us all out. Jesus.
God, just let the world be filled with twisters.
I'll send it in our group chat, and we're not going to give Kyle or Max any context. I'm just going to send it, okay, to see so I can get there.
Sounds good.
Anyways, now that we've gotten way off topic, I'm going to say that personally, I'm very excited about this. I've got a few of the crossover issues. And I say issues, not trades, because like you've got the Batman Captain America that I think is like 40 something pages.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've got the Batman Daredevil. I've got that one. I got a couple more, and I have to go through and look. But
the Spider-Man Batman with that great Mark Bagley art.
I don't have most of these, and Drew's right. They're really hard to find. They're not available digitally, and I just want to read them. Like that's me. Like I'm gonna have a great time reading these, whether they're good or bad. It's just gonna be fun.
Yeah. So one of the more fun ones. One of the more fun ones is the Batman and the Hulk by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez on the art. It's like Batman and the Hulk crossover. Oh yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's wild. You see Batman and the Hulk fighting. I love it. I remember as a kid reading it. I'm like, what? Oh my God, Hulk's gonna break his back. Oh my God, what's Batman gonna do?
Batman and the Punisher.
Twice, yeah.
You know what I'd like to. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? If they're gonna put this out, if they're gonna do, since Disney unfortunately owns Predator now, can they put the Batman Predator series back out? Those were fun.
Oh yeah, I've got those.
Yes.
Not only do I have the collections of those, I have the actual issues of those.
Mhm.
I love those.
Good call.
Yeah. This is good news. It's nice to have good news in comics. I wish we could get modern day good news, but I'm not holding my breath on that.
They put this out. They put this out to cover the Danny Lore is going to be writing a Dracula book announcement. They were like, no, don't look at that. Look over here. Look at these omnibus. Hey, look over here.
Hey, omnibus. Look at that. Dracula? What? We didn't have a Dracula book. What are you talking about? What?
Dracula? What?
It was Dracula.
What even is that?
Well, yeah. What? No.
Yes. Yeah. We got we have the Walt Simonson, Terry Austin, X-Men and New Teen Titans. Look at this. Yes. Do not look at Danny Lore. Yeah.
That way lies madness.
Yeah. That way lies madness. We are going to wrap up, but before we do, I do want to tease that Sunday night we're all going to be on Max's Man Cave, and we're going to be reviewing a little film that's coming out tomorrow.
Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Thursday.
It's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, for Valentine's Day.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
So we are going to be reviewing Madam Web on Max's channel. So the punishment for me sending Max the Soups vid and getting him to watch it, despite the fact it only being 8 minutes, is that we're going to have to go suffer in theaters for 2 hours watching Madam Web to review it for his channel.
You say suffer, I say basking in the glow of cinematic excellence. This movie has been described as the showgirls of comic book movies.
Oh man. I checked the Rotten Tomato scores this morning and it was like 21%, and then I checked it again like 2.5 hours later and it was down to like 17.
Stodgy critics don't get this, you know. They're all in there with their monocles, clucking their tongues, and this doesn't. I don't know how to use mise-en-scene in my review with watching this film. You know, they're all in there like that. It's not made for them. It's made for us, the true cinephiles who appreciate cinema. You know, not since the last Scorsese film have we gotten this sort of mastery up on the screen. So excited. Yeah. I think that we are about to witness 4 actresses at the height of their powers.
And we're going to witness the next Joel Esterhaus screenwriter here with this film. It's going to be amazing.
Oh.
Listen, when you've got great lines, like, I think that's the man that was in the Amazon with my mother researching spiders right before she died. You just, come on. And with that delivery, the delivery that says, I could not be more bored, and I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what any of the things mean in this script. That's cinema, baby.
Very cool.
Cinema, baby.
We're gonna it's gonna sweep the Oscars. This is gonna be amazing.
Look,
very cool.
We'll end the Madam Web conversations with this. This is a review that's on Rotten Tomatoes right now, or at least the tagline to go read the full review. And it's a rotten review, but you know it's at 18% rotten. So, but it says, oddly enough, the most fascinating thing about this movie is its Pepsi product placement.
I love Pepsi. What? Oh my God, Pepsi's in the movie. Spoiler, Josh. I love Pepsi. Oh my God.
Okay, but I'm terrified to go watch this movie now when a review is like the most exciting thing is the fucking Pepsi product placement. Like,
guys, let's buy Pepsis and take them into the theater and drink Pepsi while we're watching Pepsi on the screen.
I mean, at this point, I'm buying Pepsi. I'm like, why not? I'm going to. I go to AMC. They don't even have Pepsi products. I'm sneaking a Pepsi in.
I'm so excited because like I'm going to be able to buy all of the different collector cans of Pepsi with Madam Web on them, and then I'm going to be able to put that with all of my original, like, you know, just the various runs that I have of all of the Madam Web comics. It's going to be amazing. Like for my Madam Web shrine that I've been building since I was a little kid and first got into Madam Web.
Hopefully they do Pepsi points like back in the 90s. Hope we get some Pepsi points. You know, we can like for like the cube back in the day, we can buy like an aircraft, like a fighter jet. You know, when we get enough points, we see Madam Web enough time with the Pepsi points. So yeah, this should be exciting.
I'm gonna go get all of my episode 1 Pepsi cans and throw them in the trash because I need to make room for all of my Madam Web Pepsi cans. This is gonna be awesome.
Aaron, you have a goal for this film.
And what is that?
do you not remember what you said you want this film to do? You want it to...
Oh, I want this film to surpass the Marvels. I want it to, all I need it to do is make more money than the Marvels. Please, everybody, even if you have no interest in this movie, and honestly, why should you? But even if you have no interest, I'm hoping that it's really like a hilarious train wreck so we can come on and go like, oh my God, it's so bad, but you have to see it. It's so bad. It's hilarious. So that everybody goes out and sees it because I want it to make more than the Marvels, just to upset all those people that have been standing for the Marvels all week. And like, yeah, see, now that it's on Disney Plus, people are saying that it's good. And I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, when you grade on the curve of I didn't pay for it, you know, you're a little more forgiving.
Absolutely. Well, it only needs to do 84.5 million at the US and Canadian box office to beat the Marvels. So
really, was the budget on this
low? That's easy, man. Wow.
I mean, well, I don't know what the budget was. I'm just saying the box office for the Marvels, the domestic box office was only 84.5 million.
They didn't even get to 100.
They're opening on a Wednesday.
They get to 100.
They're opening on a Wednesday. They should be able to get that.
Yeah, and it's Valentine's Day. Like, I don't think there's any other like major. Is there like a big romantic comedy coming out? I feel like I can't remember seeing anything.
No.
Yeah.
Is there a love interest in this?
Who freaking knows?
Okay, so the budget for this film is rumored to be around less than 100 million. Like I think they're saying around 80 million for this, and that's before like all the advertising. So it's so if you take that into account, probably around 150, 160.
Oh, just let it make a little bit over. Just I don't care if it's just $5 over the Marvels. Just please beat the Marvels.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah. So look, support Aaron and support our cause in letting this film do better than the Marvels. Okay, like that's your challenge for the week, guys. It's not too much to ask. Be better. Prove to the world that women superhero films can do well at the box office.
That's right.
Right? Yeah. All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up tonight before I pass out here. I mean, that could be a funny, like, you know, hey, did you see when Josh like passed out on his own stream?
Just had on the desk and Aaron and Drew just left and left him there on the stream.
Hey, pulled a Dale Keown. Jeez.
Yeah, they had that one streamer that like fell asleep while live streaming. And he's just like
Dale
sitting in his chair. Yeah.
Dale Keown did that for like 4 hours. Passed out. Yeah.
Yeah, just snoring in his chair.
Oh,
people in the chat are like, I think he has sleep apnea.
Oh man. All right. So Drew, if people want to find you, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook as Dolan Waddick. You can find me on Instagram as Dolan_Waddick, and I post nothing but my comic book work.
Nothing but my comic book work.
Go there.
That's true. He's working on a lot of stuff. I've got pages I still need to look at that you sent me for something that I don't think is it announced? Is it not announced?
Has not been announced yet. It's coming later.
I've got suck it, bitches. I got pages that I need to look at from something that hasn't been announced. What? Aaron, where can people find you should they want to find you?
I mean, you can find me on Twitter, pissing people off. making fun of people's dumb posts. You can find me there. You can find me on Instagram. I mean, I'm all over the net, I guess. You can find me. I'm easy to find.
Nice.
I'm here on Tuesdays. I'm on Max's Man Cave on Sundays. Saturday, I'll be on a Comics Aficionados on Thinking Critical. We'll see where else I turn up.
I will also be on Comics Aficionados this Saturday. Finally, back again.
About time.
I know it's been.
I'll be there Saturday, but doing the best of the week.
Oh, boo! Aaron, I was gonna say when you do take down your Christmas tree, you need to like set your phone up to record you taking it down and just send me that video because I'm gonna edit it so that it's slow motion, and I'm gonna make it black and white, and I'm gonna insert a filter of rain coming down, and I'm gonna play Sarah McLachlan. I Will Remember You. You know, for the fans out there.
Oh, I love it. I think I do have to do that.
If you want to find me in all of my stupidity, you can find me at Joshua L. McDonald on Twitter. I'm typically not as spicy as Aaron. I'm usually the one that's like, what the hell is going on? And posting random shit. Like, why is this happening? And you'd think I'd learn by now, but I don't. You can also find me at ByPopped. We are here every Tuesday. We just recorded a video last night for a new series launching in March. So if don't give me shit about how much time it's going to take me to edit stuff, it's going to be a series of videos, but they're all launching in March. So knock that out. Super excited for it to debut. And yeah, I will see you Sunday for Max's Man Cave, where I cry as I talk about Madam Web. Saturday we'll be with Wes to talk about comic books and whatever chaos is going on in that industry. Until then, don't do drugs, kids, because yeah, drugs are bad. Stay in school.
I mean, you might want to do some before you see Madam Web.
Can you imagine taking some having some mushrooms before going to see Madam Web? Yeah.
Yes, I can imagine that. And listen, you're gonna cry on Sunday about how beautiful it was.
Probably.
And you know what, Josh? You know what? I think you're gonna see it twice.
Oh, I don't know about that. Watch you be right though. Oh man, that'll be the day. I watched Madam Web twice in the movie theater. So should you. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, chat. It was a lot of fun. We will see you guys next week. Until then, stay poppin'.